Grafting is a little bit mysterious to people. Grafting of trees. I'm going to explain a few things you might not know. The essential nature of grafting is you have a rootstock plant, one plant that is usually native to that area or really likes that area. It's very vigorous, but it doesn't have the fruit that you want. And some plants are compatible such that you can cut that plant off and put another plant on top, another tree. Or you could put buds of them. There's multiple methods of grafting. But the one we use is just to chop it off, and then we combine twigs of the new tree we want, and we connect bark to bark because the food of the tree travels through the bark. We usually do 2 of them, and then those would use that food from the base tree, feeding it into the tree we actually want, and having it grow up really, really fast. Much faster than growing a new tree, since this whole root system is feeding into it. Now, some trees you can graft onto and not others. You can graft any kind of citrus on any kind of citrus. I've read that, I haven't tried it. In this case, we've got a tree called a Hawthorne. I got lots of them, they got spikes on them. And they're an okay tree, and they produce a little yellow fruit that's all right, but it's not great. And so instead what we did was on this one, we cut. You can see here we chopped this tree off. In fact, let's get rid of that there. Anyway, and then we put in pear. So this is a pear tree on a hawthorn base. And notice how it's grown really, really well. Well, yesterday we came out here and saw that there was all these suckers coming off the base. All these other stuff coming off the hawthorn, but we don't want the energy of this to go into the hawthorn. We want it to go into the pear. And we had ignored it for a long time. So we finally got rid of all those little extra branches. And so this thing is going to grow faster and faster and make a whole bunch of pears, which the squirrels will then eat because I have too many squirrels. You can also graft onto hawthorn, I believe, apples, and apples would do really well here. I want to try like 10 kinds of apples. I know of an apple orchard down there and one up there. And those we can try just for their regular base. And we can also graft them. We've also done something weird, which was we took our most productive black cherry tree and we grafted it onto other black cherries, which are not very productive. And we have to go up and check those out. We haven't checked on those in a while. It's a big land. It's hard to know what's going on everywhere, and trails grow over, and we're very busy. I don't have time to do all this stuff needs to be done. I mean, there's over 80 acres of land. It's unmanageable. It's funny to me when people comment negative comments about, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? It's like, these are people who can barely control their house. And I've got multiple buildings and tons of land, and trees fall on shit and roads grow over, and it's just infinitely difficult here. Enough to make me just want to give up, which is partly an attitude problem that I have, but it's kind of understandable. Anyway, other things you know about grafting. In this climate, you only want to do grafting when the tree is dormant in December or January. You can look up what types of things are compatible with grafting in your area, and you can see what's native in your area. Because a native tree is already adapted to local diseases, it's adapted to the rain cycle, it's going to be better. And then if you can figure out what you can graft onto that, then you might have big wins on your hand to get lots and lots of fruit trees really, really quickly. I wish you luck. And make videos on your experiences so other people can learn from you.